In 1119 the first stone castle was erected by Robert, the grandson of Hamo de Crevecoeur, who took advantage of the natural rocky outcrops that form two islands in the River Lenne. The two islands were linked by a drawbridge over the water that could be drawn up to protect the keep if the castle was ever under attack. Leeds Castle had its first encounter with royal politics in 1139 when it was besieged by King Stephen. The de Crevecoeur family had declared their support for the Empress Matilda's claim to the throne, following the death of her father Henry I, when Stephen had unexpectedly seized control. In 1278, the castle was bought by King Edward I's queen, Eleanor of Castile. As a favoured residence of Edward's, it saw considerable investment. The king enhanced its defences, and it was probably Edward who created the lake that surrounds the castle. Henry VIII transformed the castle in 1519 for his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. A painting commemorating his meeting with Francis I of France still hangs there. The glazier galleon hone reworked and restored the chapel windows in 1536. The castle escaped destruction during the English Civil War because its owner, Sir Cheney Culpepper, sided with the parliamentarians. The castle was used as both an arsenal and a prison during the war. Other members of the Culpepper family had sided with the Royalists. John Culpepper, 1st Baron Culpepper, having been granted more than 5 million acres, 20,000 kilometers of land in Virginia in reward for assisting the escape of the king's son, Charles, the Prince of Wales. Thomas Fairfax, 6th Lord Fairfax of Cameron, was born at the castle in 1693 and settled in North America to oversee the Culpepper estates, cementing an ongoing connection between the castle and America. There is a commemorative sundial at the castle telling the time in Beaver, Virginia, and a corresponding sundial in America. Fairfax was the great-grandson of Thomas Fairfax, who led the parliamentarian attack at the nearby Battle of Maidstone in 1648 and whose doublet worn during the battle is on display. Robert Fairfax owned the castle for 46 years until 1793 when it passed to the Wickham Martins. Sale of the family estates in Virginia released a large sum of money that allowed extensive repair and the remodeling of the castle in a Tudor style, completed in 1823, that resulted in the appearance today. The Wickham Martins were forced to sell the castle and estate in 1924, in order to meet death duties. The last private owner was the Honourable Olive, Lady Bailey, daughter of Almeric Paget, 1st Baron Queenborough, and his first wife, Pauline Payne Whitney, an American heiress. Lady Bailey bought the castle in 1926 for £180,000, equivalent to £10,524,500 in 2019. Upon her death in 1974, Lady Bailey left the castle to the Leeds Castle Foundation, a private charitable trust whose aim is to preserve the castle and grounds for the benefit of the public. An estimated £1.4 million, equivalent to £14.7 million in 2021, was invested and a further £400,000, £4.2 million in 2021, was retrieved from the sale of the furniture to make improvements to the castle and attract paying corporate conferences. However, it was quickly understood that it could not support the ongoing costs of running the estate, so in 1975 the gardens were opened to the public, and the following year the castle was also made available to visitors.
Let's go.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.